Hey, flipping the bird is a word. I'm flipping the bird is a word. I'm flipping that bird, that police and nerds. I think outside the back.
All right, we've seen our first spring training action. First matchup against the Boston Red Sox. Orioles did win. Not really looking at the scores of this is, spring training. This is preseason, but you want to see how everybody is putting together the off-season work, off-season training that they did, and you get your first look at that. Let's start off with Adley's home run. Let's take a look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, swing.
Look at that. And this is speaking to me wanting to see 20 plus from him because he has the power. He has the power. You get 20 plus at the top of that lineup. Everything else is going to be a breeze. First at bat, home run. That's how I want to start. I like that. I like that a lot.
But where was you going? I was just going to ask you, what did you think about Corbin in his first start? Or just, what he pitched? 2 innings?
Pitched 2 innings.
Actually, no, he pitched 1 inning, but 22 pitches.
Painting the black already. We haven't seen something like that, but that's Bedard. That's Bedard like. That's, I don't want to say this guy's name because he's a punk, but this is Musina like.
I remember Brian Ripken, he was kind of going over what makes Burns special, and he said that cutter, he hasn't seen a cutter like that since Mariano Rivera.
If your cutter is mentioned,
and you see the movement. You see the movement on those pitches, man.
Yeah, and that's the difference between an ace and a guy that's just your number one pitcher because you have no choice. Any team that Corbin Burns is on, he walks in and he's the ace, and that's why those pitches were crisp, the movement, the velocity. He's putting all of that together.
Even the way he talked about it, he said his plan was just to get out there, touch the mound, get some swing and misses, and some looking on some good pitches. So it was good. And my thing is, like, that's his expectations. Like, I'm going on the mound every time I touch the ball, and I want to see some swings, and I want to see some awkward calls where they're just looking. And that's refreshing, bro. Like, because a lot of times in the past, even if we had good effective pitchers, a lot of them would pitch to contact, right? And hope that the defense would, bail them out or keep things manageable. I kind of like somebody that can go out there and strike out 10 over 6. I like that.
Yeah. I don't want a pitcher who is banking on our dimensions of the field to save them. I want somebody that it's there. It's there. So if I make a mistake, it might not necessarily leave this yard, but I'm not planning on making a bunch of mistakes tonight. I'm planning on making you make the mistakes in your swing.
And I get up seeing y'all mistakes. I like that.
Oh, he's swinging like that. I'm going to really make him look foolish on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the chemistry between him and Adley already is. Speaking of chemistry, hey.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. Adley and Jackson, man. I can see this for the next 15 years.
Oh,
look at that. Boom.
For somebody who hasn't played second base a lot.
That's perfect.
He definitely got that pick.
That's perfect. And like you said, somebody that hasn't played second base, so when you covering a bag at shortstop, it's a different angle. So it's kind of like trying to do something with your left hand, if that makes sense, going to second base. Same principles, but it's just a different angle. And that looked natural. It looked natural. Perfect throw from Adley. Perfect throw from Adley. Perfect pick. Perfect tag. And get the fuck out the way. And that's basically that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Throw the ball right where the leg gonna be. Boom, and get out the way. Man, that was beautiful in first spring training game.
Listen, somebody else that impressed me that I was critical about in the past, but somebody who did pitch well in the second half last year, Cole Irvin. He said he changed his diet and he did a lot more strength training over the offseason, and we've seen results to where he's increased his velocity. He's throwing 95, 96 now, coming from the left side.
He had the 3 miles per hour to that pitch. 3.
That's
unheard of.
Yeah, man.
That's unheard of. And if that can stay consistent, you looking at somebody who, all right, we got it. Is this our third starter?
I wouldn't say third, but
or fourth. With Means being out, if he can, if it stays this track, he only pitched 2 innings. But if he stays this course, he's going to put himself in a running to get the ball every couple so days.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I mean, one thing that I did like hearing from him is he was hard on himself, right? And accountable, right? So he talked about his early season struggles last year and how once he got into a groove in the second half, he wanted to keep that ball rolling. I feel like once you make the playoffs, that's the type of attitude that gets ingrained into a team and a player that gets to the playoffs and they don't perform the way they want to perform. Everybody's that much hungrier. So what did he do? I'm going to continue to do the things that I was doing in the second half, mechanically wise and as far as how I'm pitching. But as far as to increase my chances of success, I'm going to get in that gym. I'm going to lift like I never lift before. And I'm also going to eat like I never ate before because I want to be able to put my best foot forward. And that's what he mentioned in his post game. He said, on this type of team, all I want to do is be better than I was yesterday and be able to be the best version of myself. And just hearing that makes me happy about where his mindset is because it tells you where the collective of the team's mindset is. They just want to be better than they were last year, and they want to continue the good times, right? So we're all for that. And when you go on the mound and you show that type of control he showed, you show the velocity increases, you show that you're in the best shape ever. That's been a trend, right? We've been talking about Jackson showing up bigger. We've been talking about Adley looking.
Adley looks different.
Part.
Yeah. Adley looks different.
He's always been a
lean.
big kid.
But he's lean and mean. Yeah.
We talk about Cole. So I mean, it's a lot of good stories and a lot of hunger there, and I like it.
That's a theme throughout the team that I'm noticing, that everybody hit the off season with something to work on. They weren't complacent. And I like that.
When you finish with that sour taste in your mouth last year, you ain't got no choice. But
I like that. I like that. And I spoke to this last week when I said, forget that 100. Forget it. It didn't mean anything. And that's what they did. They didn't rest on that laurel of, we won 100. We can win 100 again. We can win 90 again. Nah, they went back not for the regular season. This training that they did in the off season was to erase that sweep. And the fact that it trickled down through the whole lineup, the starters, the people that got invited to camp that might be going back to AAA, they even went back and tweaked things. It's a good foundation for this organization. I like it. Somebody else that I noticed the tweak, and we've been talking about him a lot, Colton Cowser, man. He hit the walk-off. That's clutch. I like that. But I noticed the difference in his swing. Last year, his hands were a lot higher. They were kind of near the ear hole. And when you saw it, he dropped his hands. And in AAA, you can drop your hands. That can work against that talent. Big leagues, that 0.3 seconds that you take dropping your hands to get to your point, that's going to fuck you up every time. And you know that he struggled with the bat. If you're going to drop your hands, just put them there already. So now you shortening your swing and you get into your point quicker. And you notice because that pitch was high. That pitch wasn't a great pitch. And he got his bat to the point and he sent that bitch left center.
Opposite field.
They're like opposite field on a high fastball. That's good bat speed right there. And that comes from lowering your hands, getting from A to C. Because he was kind of casting. But
one thing I noticed in addition to everything that you said, his patience and his discipline at the plate too. I mean, he has 3 walks in the last 2 games. And he also was able to steal a base off one of those walks. So just his overall plate presence has been much better. And we talk about it, like sometimes you need to get a taste of it to adjust. So you talk about the mechanics adjustments. I'm talking about kind of the patience and the confidence at the plate. He had the talent. The talent, it wasn't the issue. It was just exposure. Sometimes people just need the exposure to a good or bad to make the necessary adjustments. And I mean, we're going to keep talking about these young kids. I mean, he ain't the only young, a lot of these young kids are raking right now, bro, pitching and batting.
Yeah, because Kate.
I mean,
speaking
Westberg
of
today.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying Westberg today had a home run and a triple.
Yeah, yeah, he's another one who, and that's a thing when we draft. Yeah, that's the thing when we draft these guys. A lot of them have patience. Maybe like Adley has patience to a fault, right? Like, all right, yo, you can swing at that, but that's the thing, and you like that because a walk is just as good as a hit. You getting on base, and that gives the opportunity to put runs on the board.
Kobe Mayo's had a good showing too.
Kobe Mayo, Jackson hasn't really put the ball in play per se, but he has a good eye. He's been walking. He's been walking.
His
boy, bat is gonna
not Jackson's all about boy, but your boy, Enrique.
Man, when we drafted him, I said, yo, he's gonna be special. When you can run like this.
That is blazing speed, boss.
Keith, were you able to get the other? Okay, let's see, because I think you did get the other angle. I want y'all to see his leadoff. Look at it. Look where he's at right now. Catcher should have just ate that.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it.
He should have ate it. No chance. You talking about a dude that's graded 80+ speed? That's like a wide receiver running a 4-1 in football.
And he got on an infield hit, so it's just like his speed plays like it's crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you how important that was. So he got on with that infield hit. It bounced twice. He's a guy, if it bounced twice, hold it. Now, since he didn't hold it and he tried to make that play, the runner from third now scores. And that's the impact that he's going to have because he's going to put pressure on the defense. Are you going to throw this or are you going to hold it? And when he gets on base, motherfucker, I'm running. And you're going to know I'm running. You're going to know I'm running. I don't care who's back there. Like, I got the best catcher in the league. So all you other niggas, it's food. It's food. Noah Heim, it's food. I don't care. Pudge ain't walking through these doors.
Shout out to Pudge.
Shout out to Pudge. And I'm looking at Enrique is giving me Juan Pierre vibes. If he gives me Juan Pierre vibes, I'm cool with that. Juan Pierre hit 295. He ain't hit that many home runs, but damn it, I don't need home runs from him. I got a bunch of people behind you that's going to hit home runs. I need you to get on base. And if he can give me that's all. That's it. I know coming out of college, his one of his weakness was his arm, and he's a little guy, but that ain't nothing but some let's get you on a protein diet. Let's get you in the weight room, and he can fix his arm strength. That's nothing. But the way he tracks the ball in the outfield with that speed, and the way he can blaze them base pass, Mateo, goodbye, buddy. No need for you. And Mullins, the only thing that's gonna save you, Mullins, is your power. Like, you lucky. Like, if Enrique had power, I'd be saying bye to you.
He lucky Enrique was drafted so soon.
Yeah.
Because I mean, listen, bro,
he's not
out of here now. He ain't ready yet. Give him a year.
I'm thinking a year and a half. I'm thinking mid 2025.
Because what he went first round last year, 2023.
17th overall. That let you know 17. Right there. And he comes from good stock. He's a Vanderbilt kid. Y'all know how Vanderbilt is with baseball. Mm-hmm. That's like baseball heaven in college.
Florida kid too.
And a Florida kid. He from them parts. He did a podcast. He one of us. Like, we gotta try to get him on.
Enrique is?
Yeah, he one of us.
For real? Say
less. Yeah. He one of us. He ain't one of them preppy. He one of us.
Hey, man.
Say less. I'm gonna holler at him.
Yo, I had a coach tell me, like, yo, and I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so I'm gonna just say, yo, they athletes. I'm gonna just put it like that. We got that, and you can see, like, that's what Enrique is, an athlete. When you, play that clip again, yo. Look, play the clip again. Play the clip again. Y'all just wait. Like, you see how quick he got there? Like, you blink and he's already at second.
Now, this is what I do. This is what I do on the show. Like, when I'm playing the video game, my speed is 99. I don't even know why you throwing, boss.
Yo, he's already mid.
No,
This is ridiculous, yo. This is ridiculous.
Yo, he's in the frame and the catcher still got the ball in his hand.
I wanted to go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and for us, I've always had a problem. And this is just organizationally. I just thought we never really stole bases enough. We've always had big, just power guys with, we'll sprinkle in Brian Roberts here and there. I want to burn those base paths up and put pressure on defenses. Make the pitcher make a bad pitch to our guys. Like, it don't always have to be. Home runs are cool. Home runs are sexy. Adam Jones asked a question. Shout out to Adam Jones. We got to get him on the pod, too. Adam Jones asked a question. Do you want a hard hit out or do you want a single that you knuckled off? And that leads me to small ball. Small ball wins. Royals kicked our ass in 2016 because of some small ball. It wins.
We asked for more small ball at the end of last year.
Yep. And and Brandon High sprinkled it in a little bit. He did get aggressive, but when you got a guy in the pipeline like Enrique, good luck.
Listen, bro, it's just interesting how we're gonna mix and match these pieces because we got so many of them, right? Like trying to decipher and decide on who are the true building blocks going forward because you have Kyle Stowers that's looking good out there. Kobe Mayo, I mentioned. Heston has looked good, right? And that's just a few different people. As far as pitching is concerned, I wanted to shout out Cade Povich. He's a lefty that we got. Yeah. Which trade was that?
That wasn't the
was that the
man?
man?
Was it?
It might have been the Jorge.
I think it was. Yeah.
He's been lights out. Now he did have some issues with control, and you expect that from a young pitcher. Clearly, he's not show ready right this second, but at the same token, he could be one of those midsummer type of guys that you bring up if you need some help in the rotation if injury should occur. He's going to be one of those guys who are the first 1, 2, or 3 considerations should somebody go down. Should we need an extra start, especially as a left-hander? He's pitched well at AA in his short time in AAA as well, and then now he's pitching well. Pitched 2 scoreless innings today, so that's somebody to keep on the lookout as well. But yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of our youth has at least shined in these first few games or so.
Yeah, another young arm. We haven't seen him yet, but I know we will. Chase McDermott.
Mm-hmm.
He was again one of them Elias strays. I'm trying to remember which one, but he's been with us a year longer than Cade, so he's seen a lot more AAA action. His control is better. He's high 90s with his power pitches. He's somebody to be on the lookout for. Also, Seth Johnson, who pitched today against the A lineup against the Braves. He pitched against their starters. He did. This wasn't the B team that he pitched against, and he went out there and pitched 2 scoreless. And pitched to a double play to end his outing. And he only got the AA last year, so this was like a major test for him to see.
Oh, yo, I remember him because this was the Trey Mancini trade, and we traded for the pitcher that was coming off of Tommy John. That's was him. Highly regarded, but he was off of Tommy John.
Yep, that's
back.
He's back. He's back, and he wanted to see if his stuff could hold up against big league talent, and he went out there today. He gave up a hit, but that's it. That's the Braves that we talking about.
See, I can't even trip on Elias show because even when I'm thinking, damn, we lost 2 starters already.
We got 3.
We got
3 potentially. Yeah, got 3 potentially in trades, and we ended up getting Jorge, and we got Jorge back.
I'm reloaded.
We ended up getting him back. So yeah, and we got 2 all-stars out that deal and some more shit. So yeah, the talent, and Seth Johnson is our 10th. Our number 10 prospect in the pipeline. So he's coming being in high regards. This team is poised to be special. It's poised to be special. Everything that you're hearing out of spring training is letting you know it sounds like a special season's coming. And just from being an Oriole fan, you kind of want to just not jinx it. But I'm thinking we getting to the point we can talk with our chest out.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we get into that, yo, we us. All right.
Yo, them summer nights gonna be crazy, bro. Because now it's not gonna just be us and a few diehards. It's gonna be packed every night. You know what I mean?
One of the times I went with my homeboys, and it's people from Connecticut, people from Delaware traveling, diehard fans. But do you really want to waste that gas money to go see a 50-win team? Nah, they're coming in droves, and you can see that, we've been waiting for this. Something to be proud of when it comes to the baseball side of Baltimore sports.
See, if you haven't been paying attention to the Orioles, not last season, but the season before is kind of when we started that that trend towards relevancy, back to relevancy.
Yep.
But if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have known, right? So you get to last season, I think most of the casual baseball fans didn't realize the Orioles were nice until the summer, right?
Right.
But now it's a huge difference going to the playoffs and just having that atmosphere in the city again. Now everybody knows, whether you're a diehard baseball fan, whether you locked in, or whether you just casual, everybody knows the Orioles have these expectations. So from day one, it's going to be a movie in Camden Yards every single night. And if we do our part, which I believe we will, I'm not tripping about that, but if we do our part, that's just going to continue and gain momentum as the seasons go on. It's going to be tough to play us. It's going to be tough to play us with our talent, with our atmosphere, with our analytics, our strategy involved. Like he really did build up the Astros, but he's building us up in the same vein.
Yeah, he's great. And I think we saw the turn, because we would talk about the Orioles, but it was always
we was talking about them before everybody else,
right?
Yeah.
But we saw it
and
we saw it and was like, yo, we might have to talk about them every day. Like it got to that point, like, oh shit, they worth talking about every day now. Not just here and there, like they're worth talking about every day. And it's no coincidence when we called up Adley, we're 100-win team.
Them generational catchers, they do it, man. I don't know what it is about catchers and just why you call them up and it changes like the
heart and soul of your team.
Yeah, they're like
leaders. The Buster Posies.
Are they the quarterback of?
They're the quarterback. Baseball? They're the point guard. I would probably link it to a point guard. Yeah. I mean, they're making all the defensive calls. If you get one of them, he'll line up your damn outfield. If you got one of them, the coach, the manager will say, "Yo, he's over there, back, shade. They doing all of that." So he was that as a rookie.
I think Kimbrel said something interesting. Like, I want to get in some work with Adley because I want to get to the point where I never shake him off. Like whatever Adley wants to go with is what we go with. And I want to get to the point where we have that synergy where he knows what I want to throw and I know exactly what he's requiring of me. And he said, so far, so good with that. But and then he also said he trusts Adley and he gives that respect to Adley because you can clearly see who Adley is as a professional and as a teammate.
Yeah. McCann is only here because Adley's going to need some days off. But I mean, if it was physically possible, it's rare that you see that, and it's usually those guys because you got a lot of pitchers. As a youngin, you really don't understand, but you got pitchers that have their favorite catcher. So it might be, I would just say Scott Erickson, for example. His catcher might be different from Mike Mussina. Adley ain't one of them. He's going to, I'm for everybody. And McCann knows that. And I'm just here to back him up. That's it. I'm just here to back him up. He knows his role. Adley special. You add Gunner to that. We haven't even seen him because he's dealing with a small oblique injury. It's nothing to be worried about, but he ain't even here yet.
Listen, man, I don't know how to express my excitement, and it's mainly because it's not that we just have a nice team; we have a sustainably nice team. These kids is only going to get better, and what makes me feel better about our history of not signing these kids to extensions are we got so much in the cupboard. So if you run out of pepper, I know I got a spare pack of pepper in the cupboard. I could just pull another one out. It might not be the same brand.
Yeah,
it might not be my favorite, but it's gonna work.
It's pepper. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I mean, there's so many that and we're doing this on purpose because we have so many people to speak on that. We're not just gonna throw them all at you, but we haven't spoke about so many up and coming talent that we're just gonna filter through. That is special. Special things are brewing.
We haven't even talked about We haven't talked about none of the vets. Fuck him.
Yeah, we have
Who?
Cedric Mullins. Like,
we have it. Yeah, we have
Austin
it.
Hayes. Who are these guys? Who are these kids? I don't know.
Ryan O'Hearn, he's still with us.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Yeah, we just signed him. Actually, it's funny because he's coming into this season with something to prove because he kind of flamed out in Kansas City. He was just a throw-in piece when we got him, and he wants to come back and prove that last year wasn't a fluke. Every little individual motivation adds to the collective. So if you coming back feeling like people thinking that you jump and that it's fake, it's a fluke, I like that. That can only
that's what they're thinking of us, right? The O's was flukes. They got put out early in the playoffs. Them 100 wins. So what? They ain't ready. Okay, all right.
Yep. Who cares about those series wins? Even though that's nothing to sneeze at. Like when you can go through a whole year and not lose. Well, we lost 3 series throughout the whole year.
So this might make me shed a single tear. Like, why can't you be a Ravens fan, yo? Like, this is great. This is beautiful.
You know what? Because it can't be but so much kumbaya, yo.
All right, it gotta be some. You gotta be some ignorance. You gotta sprinkle in some ignorance.
Like you talked about the pepper. Nah, we gonna throw in some ghost pepper on this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
And that's what really makes this
shit. Milk.
Really think about the makeup. There ain't too many Ravens people that even want to talk to a nigga like me. They're like, no, get him out of here. He's trash. He's a horrible person. No, I'm gonna bring something to the table. You know, I can be unbiased a little bit, but yeah. Don't laugh. Don't laugh too hard. He laughed way too hard when I said that. That's crazy. And you looking like, yo, what's up?
You be on here saying some wild stuff during football season, but that's neither here nor there. You stuck.
I mean,
he be charged up, bro. He don't play by the Steelers. I respect that. Listen, I respect that shit. He don't play by the Steelers, and he gonna ride.
You wearing that and until that tire deflate, and I will acknowledge, yo, the tires is flat. Yeah, tires is flat. I'm not one of those fans, yo. People, yo. They still
listen, bro. If I say always not worth 14 million, boy, they come after my head.
Don't you? Right.
God damn.
Right.
I'm not the one not getting sacks.
Yo, I never seen a fan base split on a quarterback of the likes of Kenny Pickett. And it's because I never had to. Like, we didn't have to be split about Ben. That was our Hall of Famer. That was our guy. But it's so I'm sick of it, yo.
He just needs more chances.
Yeah, like Chance don't need this many chances, man. We got him out of here. Why can't we get him out of here? What are we doing?
Damn. What happened to Chance the Rapper, yo?
He got married and started rapping about it. I don't want to hear that shit.
I love my wife.
I love my wife. Okay, I can just go.
I do too, niggas.
Right?
Make a bang
I don't need to hear you rapping about it. If I want to, yo, shorty, I love you. Like, fuck, what we talking about? Rap about some ignorant shit. Disser.
Right.
It's not real anyway. None of these niggas is real. It's fuck it. Like, lie. But yeah, man. Yeah. And I think that's what makes the nights that we go to the yard together. Because it's the one time that we can actually be a collective, a whole quarter. We could be a whole quarter. We can enjoy the game, be the whole quarter. And fans, they do their due diligence. It's gonna be
we get them drunk. We start asking them questions.
Different this year. We'll be different this year.
So you rooting for the Ravens? Right? Scope be close. He'd be like, yeah. I mean, no, I can't do that.
He said the Raven walked that way.
Nah.
Which jersey should I get? I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna be different. Like, yeah, it was get me all the big ass frozen Patron, whatever that shit was. I don't live like that no more. I'm going there completely sober, watered up, ignoring bugs. Like, I might not even eat. I'm focused. And they'll get, hey yo, just imagine. Yeah, right. And they'll hit me like this. Yo, just imagine like if it was all 4 of us wearing white and purple and black, just how that'll look. And what? I might not even respond now. I'm focused. Fuck out of here. But no, it is great. It's always a good time. And we've never seen a loss.
That's true.
We've never seen a loss.
Damn, they almost caught the ball. If it wasn't for your tracking skills, Mr. Shortstop.
See.
He said he in the best shape of his life now.
I'm in the
Oh,
best
okay, all
shape
right,
of my life.
All right.
Hey, I know the Orioles better bring them $10 tickets back into the bleachers.
they was
Don't
clutch,
get bougie
yo.
now.
Nah, they got
Niggas
$300 million extensions. Niggas gonna be charged.
Don't get
50,
bougie
60,
now.
70.
Man, them seats gonna be $70 now. Man, them seats
Don't
was
get
clutch.
bougie now.
Adley
You-
gotta get his bread.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people gotta get their bread. Keith, you gotta put that clip up so the fans can see. I'm not too embarrassed. You gotta find that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to we'll get it for the
Because I won't break down the game film because people not really gonna understand what happened.
I get it and slow it down and all that.
Listen, I was allegedly stuck. I don't know what was going on. I was just looking at the ball like, oh, there's a ball.
So just a brief. I forgot who hit the home run, but it was a home run. And it hit in the row in front of us. I'm thinking it was going to die. And next thing I know, that bitch popped up. I said, oh, shit. But here's the thing. I had my liquor in my hand. That bitch was $15. I wasn't driving that. So I tried to get it, and I felt like the Matrix. Oh.
It was going slow. I thought it was a slow motion, too.
The ball was going fast.
It was Mount Castle.
It was Mount Castle. And then next thing you know, Mr. Linebacker at the top left, he dove and realized who he dove at. You better not hit. Her.
Nah, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm thinking.
It's still February. Yeah.
Dr. Umar would approve.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. If we don't bunny hop, we bunny stomp. What the fuck is you talking about? But yeah, we 0 for 2 on the recovery of the ball, and our brother Keys like, yo, y'all niggas on the Summer Jam screen. Like, wait, what?
Oh my god.
Nick get on Twitter like, oh shit, the Oreo page doesn't. Oh my god. So yeah, great times. I need my get back. So we need them seats, and I Gunner, stop hitting Utah Street, cuz give me a chance. Stop hitting the bricks.
You ain't gotta hit it that far, homie.
Yeah. Just give me a chance.